Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakan Kadash. You know, double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone. You know, and salute, shalom to you, Akim out there in the four corners, speaking this thing truth and say it, man. You know, brothers of GMS out here another Saturday to preach the word of our Lord and Savior, man. You know, and go ahead, man.
Right. 2 Peter 2, verse 7. It says, and delivered just Lot vexed with the filthy. I'll give it a little bit. Don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 6. 2 Peter 2 and 6. And turned the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes.
Right. And you get that in Genesis 19, Sodom and Gomorrah. And turned the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, man. Now the reason behind why I wanted to go into this verse was, you know, brother sent me a picture earlier of the new Parent magazine, and on it is a Jake and a goddamn Edomite, and the Jake is holding an Edomite little boy, and the Edomite is holding a little Israelite boy, man. You know, and that shit just man, I was pissed off as hell, man, watching that shit, man. I was pissed off looking at it, man. You know, because they're forcing this goddamn homosexuality on our children at an age where they can't even understand yes and no yet, man. They're forcing this thing upon our kids, man.
Right. 2 Peter 2 and 6. And turn the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes.
Right. And the Lord turned the city of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, man. Why did he do that, man? We're going to find out. Go ahead.
Condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example of those that after should live ungodly.
Right, man, because they was living ungodly, man. And if you know anything about Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, brother's going to get it. What were they doing in Sodom and Gomorrah, man? They was being goddamn homosexuals, man. Hell, they wanted to rape angels, man. That's how goddamn sadistic those goddamn people were, man. You know? And the Lord said he destroyed it to make them an example, showing you how not to live, man.
That's right, brother. Right.
But here in the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, which is America, and we could prove that to you through the Bible, which is America. America follows the same examples of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Hell, they went a step further. They say, listen, brother, your parent is now able to decide your gender at birth. So if two goddamn homosexuals have a little boy, they can say no. This is a girl. This is a girl. That's society right now, man. This is society. This is what's going on, man.
I'll say one thing. By doing that, you follow that little boy, that little girl before they even born.
Yeah.
Because here it is. The Lord had you, so a spirit. But here it is. Your DNA had you have to be a man. And they went up there and spliced this and take that out and take this out and put that in. And now you a woman.
God damn.
Come on, man. You don't fall from birth.
Well, even back to what your brothers are saying, I think you probably saw an article, right? Because I saw same thing you guys are saying, but they were like alternating what they want their baby to look like, certain features. So like you were saying, they were like, oh, I want my boy to have blue eyes or blonde hair. You know what I mean? You can kind of do that. You can do that with you can basically genetically modify your children.
GMO babies.
You have GMO
New
babies,
term.
man. Where you can kind of put them how you want, so to speak. You know, how like the brothers get into, you know.
That's the scripture where it says the potter has power over the clay.
Oh yeah.
You about to get that?
Yeah. That's Jeremiah 17.
Yeah, you can get that real quick.
I got something.
You know what I'm saying?
I got something real quick.
I got the definition.
Okay.
Right? It's called designer babies.
Designer baby.
Yeah, there you go. That's the article I saw. With the little.
Yeah, it's called.
Hey man, and this is all done by the so-called white man.
Yeah.
Esau is responsible for this madness, man. And this is why he's got to be eradicated from the earth, man. As long as this devil stay on earth, there will always be a cancer in the earth, man.
That's right.
And the kingdom of heaven, we're going to be that chemo, man. And we're going to be the chemotherapy to get rid of the goddamn cancer of the earth, man. You know?
Can I read the definition
Yeah,
real quick?
go ahead.
This is the definition of what you're talking about. They refer to it, or they call it designer babies. It says a designer baby is a human embryo which has been genetically modified, usually following guidelines set by the parent or scientists to produce desirable traits, like you were saying, blue eyes, or I want them to have curly hair,
Yeah,
that
desirable
good
traits.
hair, or you know, whatever. It says this is done by using various methods such as germline engineering or pre-implementation genetic diagnosis. You know?
Wow.
So they're creating GMO babies, man.
Yeah.
You know?
They started that food. They said, "Why stop there?
Yeah.
Let's clone some animals." No,
Yeah.
no. We're gonna genetically modify people, man.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Scripture that going.
That's a reprobate mind, but I thought that was somewhere else too. Yeah.
All right, this is Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning
Yeah, I
of
gotta hear
things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Right, man. You're turning things upside down, man. Should be esteemed as a potter's clay, man. You know? Wrong is now right, and right is now wrong in this white man society, man. You know? The modern way, the good way of having children. You know, whether you have a dark-skinned son or a somewhat light-skinned son, that's what the Lord gave you, man. Accept it and take it, man. You know? Go ahead.
It says, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not.
Right, man. No, Lord, my son look like he has brown eyes.
How many of you?
I want him to have
You want
green
right
eyes.
now,
Hell
yeah.
no, I want to have blue eyes, Lord.
100%. Yeah.
You made a mistake,
That's
Lord.
brother used to come up here.
Lord,
Look
you
like
messed
that
up, man.
dreads in
So
his head.
I gotta go fix it, man.
1000%.
My son was born a boy, but he's actually a woman.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they had that little drag queen, little 10-year-old homosexual sprouting
We
up
tried-
and
we-
down
we
the
tried to talk to
goddamn
him a
news.
couple times.
And then
Tried to talk to him.
showing you that a lot of people are really waking up to this goddamn homosexual shit, because it's like when you scroll down on the comment boards now and you look at the comments, everybody was against that shit, man. Everybody was talking about it, man. So Esau is saying, listen, the Lord is making a mistake, man. He's making boys boys.
Yeah,
And he's making girls girls. That's a mistake.
Yeah.
You gotta make the girl a boy and the boy a girl.
That's why it says what in Ezekiel 28, he think himself to be like the Most High.
Yeah.
That's Esau, man. He's trying to be the Most High, man.
That's right, man.
Well, how prideful can you be, man? You know.
That's right, man.
It says, or shall the thing framed
Good
say
thing.
of him that framed
Yeah.
he had no understanding.
Right, man. You know, gotta go get some plastic surgery now, man. Lord put my nose, you know, it made it the wrong shape. I need it this way.
1 + 1.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
One
just
plus
low
two.
level, man. You know, the scripture goes deeper than that. But it's just to show you what's going on in today's society, man. That's the big thing, man. And what you goddamn homosexuals don't know, what the elites are telling you, man, they're pushing this agenda as form of a big form of population control, man.
Yeah.
You know? And a big form, this is also disease warfare, man. Because your own scientists, I'm gonna do the show again, your own scientists did research and they tell you, man, that homosexuality takes 10 to 20 years off your life, man. It's totally unhealthy for your body, man.
Man.
I'm gonna do the show again, man.
Come on.
You know, your own scientists, but they're not releasing that on the news, brother. They rather have that little goddamn homo 10-year-old boy go sprouting his filthy ass up on down the goddamn stage in a dress, man. They rather people see that. They don't want you idiots to see the facts, man. And that's why the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is gonna come and he's gonna rain fire upon this goddamn society, man.
That's right.
Oh, that's why it even says that in Romans, when the Most High he put plagues on you if you become a homosexual.
Read it.
Yeah, you go.
Well, that's that plague.
Yeah.
Because he said taking off your life. That's that recompense.
And the number one, and fucking that anal sex leads to numerous amount of diseases.
Yep,
Anal
yep.
cancer,
Yep, yep.
AIDS.
Yep,
That's just
yep.
not that organ is not supposed to use for sexual purposes.
It
man.
doesn't.
Yeah,
It doesn't. It's not like other muscles. You know, it expands and retracts. It just fucking expands, man. That's why you got a lot of homosexuals walking around with diapers on, man. They have diapers on, man.
And if someone wants to argue and debate, or well, not debate, I don't like to use that word, because you can't debate truth. The only true debaters are the men of the Lord, because you can't debate the men of the Lord. It's truth. Just like you can't debate. You can try to debate if the sun's going to come up or not, but good luck. You can make a good argument.
Technically, it's not directly above manicular because in Eastern Europe, the Eastern Star, it rises.
You know what I mean? There can be certain arguments, but you can't. It don't make. You can't deny that the sun's going to be where it is. So
4 plus 4, you can't debate that.
Yeah, you can't debate that. But look, if a dumbass want to be a dumbass, he'll say, well, actually, 1 plus 1 is 2, but actually 1.5 plus 0.5 was 2. And that's a debate. But at the end of the day, you can't debate facts. So the ultimate debaters are the men of the Lord, because it's a straight fact. Okay. Now, of course, I forget why I brought it up, but I'll just read the scripture. This is Romans chapter 1. Verse 27, the points in 28. Matter of fact, I'll start from, I'm also start from 25. I'll start a little above. I'm at to start all the way up. Sorry, man. Actually, 21. Go all the way through, So it says, Romans chapter 1, verse 21, because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were thankful.
And listen, we're showing you who the Most High is. We're introducing you to the Most High now, man. That's what the prophets are set up for, man. Even back then, Israel knew who their Lord was. They knew the name of the Lord, but they still went off backsliding, man. They still went off worshiping other idols, man.
Okay.
Right after we came out of Egypt. What the hell did Israel do, man?
It says, because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were they thankful.
Right, Israel is an ungrateful nation, man.
Yeah, they're cleaning about the quails, they want to go back to Egypt for the food.
Right. The Lord fed you bread from heaven, man.
Manna from heaven.
Manna from heaven, bro.
Yeah.
The Lord fed you, man. You still murmured, man. You still wanted to go back into Egypt, man.
It says, because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were they thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened, professing themselves to be wise.
Yeah, I'm sorry, they're foolish minds, man.
Professing themselves to be wise, man.
Yeah, and it says professing themselves to be wise, man. It's not a wise thing to be a goddamn homosexual. It's actually a stupid and retarded thing. Even animals, as dumb as they are, they know not to do that.
Yeah, God, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? They know not to do that stuff, man. And Jake, it's not a wise thing to come up and try to debate this, man.
That's good.
Like the brother just broke it down earlier, man.
There's no debate.
There's no debate in the truth, man.
I mean, if the Spirit allows it, even if you look up the word, if you look up the etymology of debate, it's we're talking about the prophets, really. You can't debate prophets. You can't debate truth. And ultimate truth is who? Yahweh Shemai Shai, upon the nation of Israel.
You know what you can debate? 9/11 conspiracy, man. You can debate that,
Matter of fact, we might as well just get the word just to,
Hey, the scriptures say, lean not onto thy own understanding.
That's right.
Because,
you got dummies who abuse that word. Even people so-called trying to defend the gospel, man. Well, the idiots like Adam Abbott, who's not even a fucking Hebrew name, sound like a fucking action show on Channel 7 in prime time.
Adam Abbott. I was thinking helping Adam Ant.
Faggot, man. What a faggot that guy is. Anyway, and then, I'm sorry. So, yeah, you got people like him, and I'm all over the place, man. I'm all over the place. I just forgot what I was saying. Anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah, you got people like him using the word debate, all right, and with that whole Mark of the Beast video, and the other people were they in Maryland or something like that. That group, yeah, they were like, yeah, man, come on, let's debate, bro, let's debate, But you can't debate prophecy. You can't debate Yahweh Shemai Shai.
That's right.
All right, we had that. Etymology.com.
Okay, I looked at it.
Yeah, that's where I go. All right, so it says, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible power onto an image made like to a corruptible man, and to birds, and to four-footed beasts and creeping things.
Meaning their idols, man. They stopped worshiping the Most High, and they started creating their idols, man. You know, that's all that's going back to the golden calf. That's all that's going into, man. Israel say, man, to hell with the Lord, man. You know, his laws are too strict, man. We gonna make up something that we like, man. That's more appealing to us.
Wherefore the Most High also gave them to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts.
Right, so what the hell is the pastors in the church talking about, man? God still loves you, man. It clearly tells you right there, the Lord gave them up to that, man.
Okay.
The Lord said, oh, you turn your back on me? Well, all right, to hell with you then.
Yeah.
I don't need you.
That's right.
You gotta understand, man, the Most High do not need you, man.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why, out of the great number that Israel is, the Lord's gonna save what? 144,000, man, and 1/3, man.
That's right.
Which is a speck compared to all of Israel, man. So the Lord don't need a vast number of Israel, man. You know?
That's right, brother. That's right.
So basically, the only ones who can do that is the prophets. Yeah. Are you working, bring it out now, or?
Yeah, you still want it?
Yeah, you can bring it out. You can bring out verb now.
All right, so you can go
And
out
then-
and read it. You go.
Okay.
So this is the etymology online for the definition of debate. It's from the late 14th century. It says to quarrel, dispute, also to combat, fight, make war.
Yeah, quarrel, dispute, combat, fight, make war, and make war. All right.
It says also discuss, deliberate upon the pros and cons of. French, from Old French, débattre, 13th century modern French débattre, originally to fight, from down completely. To beat, from Latin to beat. So it's like,
To-
you know,
It says to beat.
yeah.
All right, go back again. I'm missing one.
It says to originally to fight, completely. You know, that's pretty much.
What's the go? Keep going. D means what?
It says the D means to beat, and from the Latin, batter, beat.
Beat. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's basically the debater is the one who beats down, and the only one who's going to beat down the one who has the truth. Which who has the truth? The prophets. So we're the only ones, the true debaters according to the definition. How you can't beat down by somebody with lies. Good luck, all right? You can't deny the Lord's. You can't debate the Lord's Yahweh Shemai Shai, the so-called black powers, man. All right? You can debate all you want that he looks like a blue eyes and blonde hair. Good luck. You can pull all your facts, but at the end of the day, there's only one fact: Yahweh Shemai Shai. And you can't. They have color. They're the leaders of powerful Israel. All right, the chosen nation, and the Lord's going to come back and claim His throne on earth, and America is going to be destroyed.
Can I say something real quick too?
It's like, and you can't debate that Esau is a damn devil,
Or is it?
you know, or isn't the damn devil. You can't debate that leprosy is a damn curse, or it's that see-through transparent pigmentation he has, or no melanin.
Inferiority.
Yeah, it's inferior. All right, and the truth is coming out. Case in point, with homosexuality, little kids that we're talking about, man.
I want to also, when you went into that, it said the pros and the cons, which means we focus on the negative and the positive. You know, we bring out the negative and the positive according to prophecy. You know, that's what a lot of these so-called prophets is not doing. They're not focusing on the mark of the beast, but that's a negative according to prophecy. You know,
That's why that's why I like even that video, man. It's like any brother calling himself a prophet saying let's debate. You're not a prophet. No, it's not to even use that word. Because what are you inviting him to bring in? You know, you bringing in the facts. You're the one who's going to beat him down by the Spirit of Yahweh Shemai Shai with the truth. Okay?
And if you don't want to hear it,
You know,
Yeah,
our
get
job's
the hell out of
to say it, man.
You don't want to hear it, then hey, that's on you.
Yeah.
And that whole let's debate thing, man. That's some shit Polite and them did
Yeah.
up in Marsh Hill, aka Harlem, you know, a couple years ago, and that shit got played out, man. You know what I'm saying?
They don't even do it no more.
They don't even do it no more, man. Niggas was just in it. It was a thing. It was popping at that time, man.
It's showing you
It's a
now,
fad.
it's like now it's just showing you that it was a hustle.
You know, hustle. He got
know?
rich off getting belts.
Yeah, they bounce. Now he's wearing in Beverly Hills, man.
And even that word, the conventional word, like Apostle Gabar says, the conventional definition, it says a formal discussion on a particular topic in a public meeting or a legislative assembly in which opposing arguments are put forward. It says discussion, discourse, parlay, or dialogue. All right. Look, we ain't discussing nothing with you, man, or the men of the Lord. All right. We here to freaking tell you something. All right. We're not gonna sit down and have a formal, you know.
Discussion.
What's formal to you? In a courtroom somewhere, or wearing a suit? No, we out here in the streets telling you through the Spirit of the Lord, America's going to be destroyed.
That's right.
America's going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles.
That's right.
Prophecies are coming to pass that Israel's going to rise, which it is already, and the Lord is coming back.
That's right.
Is coming back, not will or maybe.
That's right.
I mean, he is,
He is, yeah.
and he will be back.
That's right.
You know, going to prophecy, huh?
Yeah.
And yeah, you can't debate prophecy.
Right. A good analogy is if a person is in the street and a bus is coming, I'm like, yo, a bus is coming, man, it's gonna run you over.
Yeah.
And the dude's like, well, let's talk about this. Well, take
Yeah.
Ain't no debating, man. The bus is coming 50 miles an hour, it's gonna run you over. Man.
Actually, he can stop because
Well, if
the
he
law
breaks,
says-
yeah, if he breaks and I just move this way, I can, you know. But the centrifugal force.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah. So to correlate that with the scriptures, America's gonna be destroyed, man. The Most High is gonna do it by way of thermonuclear fire. There's no debate about that, man. It's gonna happen, and we have the faith to believe that. Why? Because it's written in the scriptures, man.
Even
So that's right.
I'm gonna give it right back to you. But even like the word,
that
even
was my fault.
charagma.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah,
That's
so
my
you hear the
fault.
charagma that we're in now, right? Which is the mark of the beast. There's no debating the mark of the beast. There's no debating charagma, what it means, or the RFID chip. All right. There's no debating that America is Rome. This is all in the scriptures. Okay.
Facts.
Why do you want to be? Because he was on. Okay, go ahead.
All right, real quick. Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So yeah, so basically, yeah, there's no debate in the scriptures because the word of the Lord is truth, okay?
That's right.
All these other philosophies that these guys out here trying to debate, those are all lies, man. Because at the end of the day, the Bible's going to reign supreme, man. And the prophecy is going to speak.
That's right.
Why? Because it was out of the mouth of the Lord.
That's right.
Okay? So it's no debate.
That's
I
right.
tell you, the Lord's not a man that he should lie, man.
That's
Yeah,
right.
because even with debate, it's just setting up your person, just like in the courtroom, the semantics. You know, you can make it seem like you're making a good point, but then you're not.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and you can trip people up based on how dumb they are. You know, but you can't debate prophets. You can't debate this truth like we're going into. So to continue, Romans chapter 1, and you can't debate homosexuality is totally off, man. Right? It's not natural. So it says, verse 23. I'll read it again. It says, and change the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like to a corruptible man, and to birds, and to four-footed beasts and creeping things. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
What? To dishonor.
Yeah.
It says to dishonor. That's what homosexuality is, man.
Yeah.
Whether it's two women licking each other,
Yeah.
two men doing that disgusting act, you're dishonoring your body, man. And what does the Lord tell you? What's the temple, man? So your temple is full of what? Demons, man.
Yeah.
The Lord ain't dwelling in you. The Most High Spirit can't dwell in something unclean, because the scriptures tell you in what is it? But I forgot where it is. But it goes that the Lord's eyes are too pure to behold iniquity, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Wickedness.
to behold wickedness, man. So the Most High is not dealing with no goddamn homosexuals, man. He's not dealing with no goddamn murderer. He's not dealing with anybody that's doing according to the Bible, man. He's not dealing with them, man. Straight up. Because scripture clearly told you he gave them up to that wickedness, man. So he basically just said, yo, Legion, take him.
Yeah.
He's yours.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah.
It says, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie and
Yeah.
worshipped.
And we see that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, the mark of the beast is not the chip.
Yeah.
I hear one guy teaching that the mark of the beast is actual currency, man. It's actual money. My whole thing, I guess the elect got it. But you know, Brother Shamar was telling me about this dude yesterday, man. Of course, he ain't important.
I mean, with the mark of the beast, he said?
He said the mark of the beast is actual money, like, you know, money you got in your pocket. So I guess the elect got it then, brother. Scriptures put the book down and go home.
It involves money, you know, but it goes way deeper than that. It's about control. Money is control, but no, it's not money. It's not money in your pocket.
That's a low-level demon.
Yeah, sure.
Somebody said the mark of the beast is white women.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
Dating white women.
Got it, man.
Son, it says, who change the truth of the Most High into a lie and worship and serve the creature. I'm gonna read that last part again. It says, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. Who change the truth of the Most High into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than their creator.
Right, man. They worship the creature more. And we see that with our people, man. They rather worship the so-called white man. You know? Because the so-called white, hey, they don't follow the laws of the Most High. But if Esau put out a law, Jacob followed that shit to the T, man. Jacob followed it with perfection, man. You know?
It says, for this cause the Most High gave them up unto a vile affection. For even their women did change their natural use into that which is against nature.
Right, man. And what's the natural use of a woman, man? To lay down and get plowed by a man. You know? That's the natural use of a woman and to what? To create children, man. To procreate, man.
Well, beautiful, brother. You said, that's the spirit. You said plowed by a man. Well, guess what husband means? Husband means to plow down or lay down seed. Right. Or husband means
husband man means
plant spreader or seed spreader, basically, to plant seed or to lay seed down.
They'll use that word husband man. Basically
husband man.
Farmer.
Yeah, farmer or a planter. Yeah, you know.
That's what men do, man.
And like the brother's going into, spreading seed and she's supposed to give birth. So you see the word, it says nature. It says into that which is against nature. Nature always going to what? Nature comes from the word, I believe, natus, all right? Which in natus means to give birth or to bring forth. So how do you give birth or to bring forth things? It involves seed. That's why, again, when you look at nature, or nature is called nature because nature involves seed. You know, like the woods and the trees and all that. Or what's nature? Well, I'm in nature. Well, amongst nature, you got, what do you know? A pond and swimming in a pond. I'm amongst nature, man. Yeah. Well, the fishes that you're swimming next to, they all came forth by seed. Eggs is a form of seed. Trees, what do they have? They have acorns or seed that when the wind takes them, the wind blows the seed and it takes them another part of the land, another part of the earth, right? Like the woman represents part of the earth, gets planted there, and then another tree grows. That's how a forest becomes a forest, because the trees have the seeds that the wind takes, that the Most High created the wind to take the seeds and blow them on other parts of the earth.
Then the water.
Water
comes from the plants.
Good. Guess what Esau said, brother? There's too much forest. There's too much trees. We gotta cut it down and build a fucking TD bank, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta cut it down, man. So Esau is totally against life, man.
That's right, brother.
He is totally against life, man. Which death, man.
Which goes in before we go, before I continue, right? Just to back up what the brother's saying again, nature, which shows you that which you can cut them with that argument. You can't homosexual. I wait for them to say, but this is natural, and then you already got them, because you just got to go into the word, the etymology word nature, which means for you to be natural, you have to come forth of seed. So two women getting together, there's no seed that's going to come out of that. Two men getting together, seed. I don't want to get all disgusting with it, but what's going to come forth that? They have no egg or plant. Excuse me, I have no plant or earth to bring it forth.
That's not organic.
Yeah, thank you. That's not organic, man. There's nothing gonna come forth for same-sex merging, man. Which technically you can't merge when you're merging.
Like
You know?
one guy, he used to be amongst us. He said this years ago. You get 3 islands. You put an island of lesbians, an island of homosexuals, and an island of heterosexuals, a man and a woman. In 1,000 years, who do you think is still gonna be there, man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Common sense will tell you that God, the man and the woman is gonna be there. You know? The lesbians, they gonna die off, man. The faggots, they gonna die off by diseases, man. And you ain't gonna want to go to that island, man. You know?
That's right.
Nuke that shit. And that's what the Lord did with Sodom and Gomorrah, man. He nuked it, man. Because he didn't want that madness spreading throughout the earth, man.
Yeah, as soon as you do that, he should be put to death.
That's right.
Even a poor little innocent animal, man. When you have sex with an innocent animal, guess what? He ain't doing nothing wrong. But that animal can be put to death. It's defiled.
It's defiled.
So if that's the case with that little innocent animal, what about two willing freaks?
Man.
You know?
Man.
This place should have been. That's why the Most High call this place a wicked and adulterous generation. Man.
That's right. Secret prophet.
Not only are these freaks are getting together with same-sex crap, but then you have. Remember, our parents are not the first. Sorry to break your dreams and your hopes or your past, but your parents are not the first people. They're not the first couple that got together.
Con. That's right.
And who knows what your mother was doing?
That's right.
You know? Yeah. Anyway, keep going. It says, and likewise also the men leaving the natural use of the woman burn in their lust one toward another.
Yeah, and that's all it is, man. It's just sick lust, man. There's no love behind it, man.
Yeah.
This love is keeping the commandments of the Lord, man.
That's right.
There's no passion behind it, man. It's just demonic lust, man. Don't you know? Y'all brothers know it, man. Every homosexual you look at, they got that same look on their face, man.
Yeah.
That you can see the demon on them, man.
Yeah.
They got that same goddamn demon, man.
And for a man to walk around in sachet and float around like a woman, that's a demon on him, man.
Shame.
That's a fucking demonic spirit on him.
Yeah, man.
Which you have, you're a mental case. You have a mental problem.
Yeah.
We did a special on this subject, and I did a few shows on it, in-depth shows on it. You know, through the spirit of course. All right, which the Lord, if the Lord are willing, I'll bring some info out. But at the end of the day, it's a mental condition, man. And this homosexuality bullshit that's going on now is only used for political gain, like anything else, man.
Yeah.
You know, your taxes are used for political gain. You taking an RFID tip is political gain. You being homosexual is used for political gain for the elites. You know, everything's political gain. For you to keep at the bottom as zombies, if you to take your votes and your stats, to make you feel like you're in some kind of free system when you're not, and to totally control you, man. This is another form of control. And there's different ways they do it. They make up fake groups like Black Lives Matter or the Black Panthers. You know, it gets deep, man. This is the ways and the deceivableness of the devil. And homosexuality is no different. It's at the end of the day, it's a mental condition. Now, what the Bible says, right? Because Esau likes to put mental conditions on stuff, but the Bible says any mental condition, those are demons.
Yes,
you know,
said it.
You know, these are all anxiety, bipolarism. These are all mental conditions. Yeah, schizophrenia. Those are all demons, man. But Esau likes to give them nice little titles and take this pill, you know, all that kind of crap.
Right.
Just make you worse, man.
Yeah.
That pill helps aid the demon, man.
Grow stronger.
It's like a mushroom Mario and shit.
But I just had that image when you said it. All right, verse 27. So it says, and likewise also the men leaving the natural use of the woman. See, the Lord always use that word natural.
Natural.
Because why? The natural use goes. Just think of natus. Goes back to seeds, or natus means really to give birth, bring forth life. That's why spring is considered nature. You know, spring. What does it bring forth? Life, seeds. You know. It comes forth.
And another thing too, I just remembered out of that article that I was reading, the scientists was breaking it down, and they said lesbian women are more prone to have sex with men rather than heterosexual women.
Of course.
And that shows you, man, the women they need to get plowed, man.
Right,
They need it. They desire it, man.
they got the fucking strap on.
That shows you that something
That's
something ain't.
something wrong with
Something
them,
ain't
man.
clicking.
The very fact that they use that.
I don't like
Because it's
men.
like why
Yeah.
you left that object in the first place,
Right,
right?
right.
So you go into another same-sex object.
Yeah.
You're playing out the mind of a demon, man.
Yeah,
and then you're gonna strap on something you left.
Yeah, and act like a.
You know?
Yeah,
She'll leave a man, brother, but
Yeah.
she'll go
You get a
with
rough
the
man.
Roughest,
Yeah.
I'm just giving you a rough type.
roughest, dykest, duck down looking dyke nigga there is.
Yeah.
Because they desire, a woman will always desire a man.
That's
That's
showing
right.
you like that he was going
mental
into.
sickness, man.
That's a mental disorder, man.
Yeah, man.
You know,
But then on the other flip, you're right. They do have that. But then you have like women who like the same, not the rough types too, and they still commit homosexual. I mean, sexual perversions. I'll say, more technical term. You know?
Whatever a woman desires in a man, she likes women. She'll look for that same quality in that woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it all goes back to that rod, man. A woman desire to get plowed, man.
Con.
I got the definition of natural
Mhm.
in Romans 1:27, right?
Okay.
It's
Slack.
it says what is this? The Greek word, it says phusikos. It says produced by nature, agreeable to nature, governed by nature.
See, so what's governed by nature? Well, Yahweh Shemashai governs nature. He's the one that created the cycle of life. You know how rain starts in the clouds, the clouds is an accumulation of water, droplets, and it drains down and drops down into the seas, and the sun evaporates, it goes right back on. It's a cycle. You know, that's natural. You know, or seeds that the Most High created trees, like right behind us, right? And it has a cycle where it loses its leaves and it comes back, and then it has seeds that get blown. See, the Lord created wind for many purposes. Wind, one of them is to bring the seed and throw them all over the earth, which proves that if seeds can be anywhere on the earth, that proves that man has seeds, and we can have more than one piece of earth. That proves that man has. That's why the Lord said, "Be fruitful and multiply." It goes
That's
for
right.
every seed being creature in the world, man.
That's right.
That's why we are born with billions of sperms,
That's right.
and we keep
That's right.
reproducing every few hours or something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now, the Lord say be fruitful. The Lord say be fruitful and multiply. Now, let's say you get a woman pregnant. You can't get that woman pregnant even when she gives birth. If it's a boy, you gotta wait 40 days.
Yeah.
If it's a girl, you gotta wait 80 days.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why men can have more than one woman.
That's right, brother.
You know?
That's right.
If that was the case, then the Most High is contradicting himself.
Yeah.
And the first lesson you know in His truth, which we all went to, like, damn, but this scripture said this, elder, and not like that. But I remember the first thing I asked, he said, look, well, the Bible don't contradict itself. It doesn't contradict itself.
That's right.
Once you understand that, then you know, okay, all right, good. So then I gotta dissect what this means more, and I can get the meaning out of it. So yeah, like the brother said, the Lord's not gonna say be fruitful, multiply when there's certain laws on the woman being unclean for 40 days after she give birth. That means if there's no contradiction, you still gotta give it another woman.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
That would be
Very
slow the
simple,
process. Man.
Yeah.
That would slow the process.
That means you can't have more than one woman.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Yeah, and then, but when they get pregnant, for like 9-10 months,
Yeah.
you can't do nothing.
You
with
can't
her.
do nothing yet. How you gonna be fruitful?
Wait, you'll be like, wait a minute. The Most High said to be fruitful and multiply. I gotta wait 9 months though.
And we gotta keep having sex with her while you know.
Yeah. It's simple, but you know what? People just get too emotional. They go to
Con.
and really they just listen to Esau. And so some nigga got shot.
Yeah.
They just
Good.
listen to Esau. You know. When the scriptures they teach about polygamy, man. Not monogamy.
Yeah.
Having multiple women to bring forth that seed to bring forth that seed and multiply.
There was a woman. I think she was a Hamite. I don't know, man. It's probably a Jake, but she broke it down to the T, man. That a man must have more than one woman, and she broke it down also in the same video that a woman should only have one man.
Yeah,
Because she told, just like we always say, man, when the seeds mix in the womb, you know, so it's just like a psychological effect on the women. That's why a lot of these women are so crazy, man.
Yeah, con, brother.
They
right.
got, I'm sorry, they got spirits inside of them fighting, man.
Yo,
They got
if-
Raleigh
yeah.
and TJ spirit sperm up in them,
Yeah, right. Keep
going at each other, man.
Chico,
You know what I'm
Tyreek.
saying?
Yeah, don't forget I don't know, Ritz and
T Mark is up in there too.
J Rock. You know? Yeah, because the actual sperm goes into the woman's, it becomes a part of her. That's why they actually take on the man's DNA. Because the sperm goes into the woman, goes in her.
The DNA goes straight to the brain.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, but yeah, it gets lodged in the brain.
And then that's where's the spirit? Where's the spirit?
That's why when
And
you
the
see a woman that had multiple partners, like you said, they got so many spirits in them, they're fucking bugged out, man.
Well, I remember one brother did an article like this woman got. I get you have kids, right? Let's say she have like the twins. One come out regular, another one come out like like a demon, or even like another totally skin complexion. Both parents are dark, but it's because that other DNA from Raheem you did 10 years ago, it's still in there. So a lot of some of your kids were like, yeah, he don't look like me, like my son. Well, it's T-Bone, what's his name again?
T-Rock.
Yeah, T-Rock from '92.
That's bad,
All right,
right?
that
DNA still's in him.
yeah, that's why he got orange hair.
Bad.
Man.
Bad.
Matter of fact, now you said that there was a situation where like a woman had a child, and both guys were the father. So the baby had one mother and two fathers. But both their DNA was lying in the baby.
What, man?
Yeah. I mean,
That's
like 2
demonic
years
as hell,
ago.
man.
That shit was crazy.
That woman deserved to be killed, man.
But then again, that goes back to adultery.
Yeah.
That goes back to adultery, man. A woman is supposed to have more than one man. And the brothers go into it, and that's why. That's adultery.
Not supposed to be one.
She's not supposed to hear it.
Slack.
Say it, man.
Yeah.
Both ain't supposed to have
More than one.
more
man.
than one man. That's adultery.
Yeah.
All right. That's why the Lord had that law out there, man. And this is why the confusion.
Like this spirit had gone heavy on this today.
Yeah,
We're gonna bring some facts out on this.
Yeah.
But you know what? Hey, man, we'll go in, man. You know what, man? We're gonna go in Lord willing, man. Yeah, you know what, man? It's a Paul Star. Yeah, you know what, man? Hey, man, because you know what? Hey, we'll get deep, man. Because you know what, man? Because look, a lot of these motherfucking problems you go through with these women, man.
Con.
Great, man.
A lot of these
Right.
problems you go with these women will be with you, right? Going on something for 5 years. Even learn the truth with you, right? But as soon as you bring another woman in, or like another woman comes in, and they can know the Lord's name and do some holy days with you, man. But as soon as another woman comes into the effect, oh, it's all hell, man. I thought you loved me, and they want to leave you, and they give you all this hell and this and that. You're this and that. You're devil, you're evil, So a lot of even when we first got on the truth, the elders used to tell us that look, a lot of these women aren't going to be saved because they can't handle you being with more than one woman. But the scriptures say we'll go into the Lord willing that look that in that day shall 7 women hold on to one man. You ain't gonna give a damn about us having another woman when that day comes when you trying to eat, and you ain't gonna give a damn about any of that shit, man. About the other girl, Patricia or Sarah. None of that. You just gonna want to be safe.
They're gonna go back to that old nature, man.
Shit, you're gonna be tag teaming and making your clothes.
Yeah.
I get the socks, you get the boxes, okay?
Remember,
Yeah.
you was in Leah and Rebecca. They gave Isaac women. They gave Isaac women to sleep with, man.
Yeah.
Women are gonna go back to that, man. And then the king, they're gonna love that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my king. I got somebody special for you.
No,
That's
you know
right.
right. That's another good point because at least when they did it in this side, they did it, but they were like still jealous. And, they had to do it. Sarah was still jealous of the Egyptian woman. I forget her name.
Hagar?
Hagar,
Hagar,
yeah.
yeah.
She hated Hagar. I mean,
Yeah,
but she was
yeah.
a heathen.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Leah and Rachel were sisters. They had a little battle between for Jacob. Which they were trying to one up each other. Yeah.
Because Rachel was barren, right?
Rachel was barren.
And Leah was able to have seed.
Yeah.
So Rachel had a little envy with her.
Yeah. She had envy. Yeah.
You want to say something?
Even Sarah had envy with Hagar.
Rachel was more fair looking than
Yeah.
Right. Rachel was married. Yeah. Rachel was more fair looking.
To Jacob.
Right, to Jacob. And he loved her more, but he made, the Most High made Leah pregnant.
Con.
and barren.
Yeah.
We showed you that one of them walk on each other and say no,
Yeah.
That but like the brother said to back up in the kingdom, they're gonna be like your women are gonna be sisters, man. We're gonna be all love.
Wow, it's
you know?
unbelievable.
I know, really. You know?
I'm sorry, that's another thing too.
Man.
They wasn't fighting
Yeah.
amongst each other for Jacob.
Yeah.
They just wanted to have his kids.
Kids,
They
yeah.
just wanted to have his kids.
I wanna have his
you
kid.
stupid bitch, that's my man. No,
Yeah, yeah.
that didn't happen.
Yeah.
They just wanted to have his kids, man. That's a woman. That's a woman, man.
That's right. That's right.
You know, and one quote reminded me of was Samuel's father, man. When he told Johanna, he said, "Look, am I not worth to you more than 10 children?" You know, that's a man. The value of a man is gonna skyrocket in the kingdom, man, because of how majestic and powerful and righteous we're gonna be, man. You know.
I guess I'll finish it and we bring out
Yeah,
scripture.
yeah.
We'll stay on this subject. It goes deep. Okay, so it says, and likewise also men leaving their natural use of the woman,
Yeah.
burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working which is unseemly.
Now, for you Old Testament, New Testament fools out there, this is the New Testament,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
This is just reiterating what it said in Leviticus, man.
Right.
So the Lord didn't like it back then, and He damn sure ain't like it now, man.
Change not.
He changed not, man. It's still the same judgment on homosexuality, death, man. You kill them and you do it in public, man, so that people see what happens when you do something so wicked, man. That's why they were stoned to death, man. And you better see videos of stones, man. Stoning, and don't you notice? It's always in a circle, man.
Yeah.
There's always a
Yeah.
crowd around, man.
Hey, no escape.
They don't escape, man.
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
right.
You try to go this way, bam, you try to
Going here that way, ping, ping,
yeah, ping, ping, ping. Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no
Trying to
way.
escape is worse than getting stoned itself, man.
Yeah,
Shit they gonna do to you, man.
Try to get the head, try to look at that harder stone and jump off that
Word,
shit.
man. Just,
Get out the misery.
yeah, man. Just get a quick
Falls like the heaviest stone.
Like, y'all want you to pick up that big stone
Yeah,
right
right,
there.
yeah, man. I mean, damn, even think about it, that's a treacherous death, man.
I seen one too. I
Yeah,
seen it, your brothers put in the group chat, man.
Yeah,
They're doing
yeah.
this in St. Lucia.
I didn't see that one. I
man.
seen the one in Jamaica, and I seen some in Africa.
I seen
I
one
seen
in
one in
Jamaica.
Jamaica, or one in Haiti, actually. Remember one?
I'm not sure.
Where the dude, what show this? Shut that. It said that from.
Oh, I probably forgot.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
you told us the dude that got burnt in the chair.
No,
Yo, the islands, they don't
Yeah,
play
they don't
around.
play around.
They don't
I
play.
seen the one in St. Lucia when it was a dude that got caught molesting a child, like a fucking 8-year-old.
Oh,
The
you
whole
did.
town,
The whole town beat
they
the shot.
stomped on him. You had one dude jump on the gate throwing stones. They was like superheroes with the stone throwing, man. You know?
Yeah, Jake totally accurate too, man.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you know? Yeah, ain't not like no other nation,
You know?
throwing rocks at you.
Yo, man, it's like, that was crazy. And just seeing it that was like, damn, put fear in me.
Yeah.
Now imagine if somebody else had a thought or had that spirit of fucking wanting to do the same thing
That
he
demon
did.
is
That demon left his ass like, shit, I ain't doing that. Woo. Man, what was in
on
me?
himself,
You
man.
know?
Fuck off with me, I ain't doing that, man.
That puts fit. So that's why that was made public. That's why certain judgments were
Had to be
made
made
public.
public, huh?
So it won't go around, or that spirit won't go around in Israel.
Keep that fear and
Right.
keep wickedness out the camp.
Yeah.
It's Romans 10:2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Quick point we were saying about the different islands and how they treated people, man, that committed certain things like adultery. What else, man? They committed adultery.
Well, like you said, this case was raping a little kid.
Raping little kids.
Being a pedophile.
Yeah, being a pedophile. You get stoned to death out there, man.
Yeah.
Or worse, set on fire.
Yeah.
And guess what? That's keeping the laws. That's keeping the laws, man. That's that when you keep the laws ignorantly, man. You know, that's keep the laws ignorantly.
Yeah, they don't know why they doing it.
Right.
Because I'm sorry, we still got the spirit of the Most High in us, man.
Yeah,
We're still
yeah.
Israelites, man.
Yeah.
So 2/3 they do these things, but they don't know why they're doing it.
Oh no, it was wrong.
Yeah,
It was wrong.
it was wrong. You know what I'm saying?
It was wrong. We gotta do this shit.
Jake, as wicked as they are, they know right from wrong, man.
Yeah.
Even in the hood now, man. If you go in the hood, and let's say you gotta, cause I actually know a nigga that beat up some dude. They beat the shit out that dude because he had sex with like a 16-year-old. You know, with 16 according to the scriptures, that's but you know, but Jake is they not now looking at it like that, man.
yeah.
They looking at it as Esau's version of adult, which is 18. But if you go in the hood right now, and let's say you got somebody done raped a little kid or something, you know, little 9-year-old, the whole hood would beat the hell out of that dude, man. As wicked as they are, selling drugs to each other, shooting each other, popping, you know, doing drive-bys, they will all tag team and kill that dude, man. You know, and that goes back to zeal, but not according to knowledge, man. You know, because us as Israelites, we're not made to be wicked. You know, it's abnormal for us to be wicked, man.
That's right.
You know, that's why that zeal is still there, man. Because the Spirit of the Lord is still on. We're still His sons. You know.
Can I get that real quick? Because you can actually what you just said. Israel naturally isn't wicked, right?
Yeah.
Real quick. This is Proverbs 12.
That's right.
12 and 26. It says the righteous, which is what? Us, right? The Israelites, so-called Negroes that use the Native Americans. It says the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. Right? And the wicked is who? Esau, man. Every wicked thing we learn is from Esau or the other nations. Naturally, we're not, you know, it's not in us to do those wicked things. We're just influenced by Esau.
That's why Scripture also tell you, learn not the way of the heathens, man. That was in Jeremiah the 10th chapter, man.
That's right.
You know, when you learn the way of the heathens, guess what happened? You become them. You want to do what they do, man.
That's why the Most High said that.
Yep. That's why He said that, man. Like, that's why there's a big separation from Israel and these other nations, man. The Lord don't want us to be like them. That's why He gave us the laws, man. The Lord ain't give the laws to the other nations because He cared about us and He wanted us to separate ourselves from them, man. So the Most High is one big racist, man. You know, even me, like, to be honest with you, man, I don't like bringing my son to the park because I don't feel like there's a child in there worthy enough to play with him, man. That's how the Lord look at us, man. These nations aren't worthy enough to be around us, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
That's what That's why the Most High, when He gave us the land of Israel, He separated from other nations.
He love too, man.
He said, "Kill them niggas."
He was like, "Yo, yeah." When you go into the land, kick them niggas out.
Hey man, but you know what? That proves that That shows how much Lord, it shows how He loves us, man. When I first think about that, I mean, I hate to think about that. I'm going through a car show. I ain't gonna go into it, but it's like when I think about when you get a new car, what do you do when you park in the parking lot?
Take a picture.
No. You parking it in the back, away from all the other cars, man. You know what I mean? Because you don't want these other cars scratching it or getting close some dump. You know what I mean?
Dump hole.
Yeah, dump hole coming in. Fuck yeah, like scratch your shit.
Put a crash bar on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is like the angels, man. They ain't got the Lord. Hey, that's the thing too. The Lord got the angels. And no one wants to do the angels, and they're only protecting one nation. Come on, man. They ain't protecting the other nations, brother. They only protecting one nation.
Right.
That's the nation of Israel, man.
That's right.
Come on, man.
And then furthermore, on this side, the elect. You know,
The elect. That's right.
You know, really watch over the elect right now.
That's right.
It says, and men with men working that which is unseemly and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat, which is what we're going into, like brother start off with. Would you drop the bomb saying that if you homo, you losing 20 years in your life?
10 to 20 years off your life, man.
So it's not healthy, obviously, man.
It's not, man.
And then it says, which is meat. That word meat is what? M-E-E-T?
Meaning it's good for your ass.
Yeah, meaning it's good for your ass. It's good. It's good for your ass. That recompense, that payback for being a fucking vile homosexual, you getting all them damn diseases, that's good for your ass, man. Why? Because that's all sanctioned by the Lord. You know?
Sickly, man. Like I said, a lot of them walk around with freaking diapers on, man. They walk around because they can't hold the feces in their colon no more.
Oh, you know another thing too I found out? That homosexuality is big business, of course. Why? Because they get diseases, man.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I saw something, I don't know the details, but I can freaking figure it out. That being a homo is big business to the companies. Because they get colon cancer, they get HIV, they get certain diseases, you know, linked to sexually transmitted STDs, so to speak.
That's a good point.
So you know who's making money off these homos, man. And especially if they dying quicker, that means they're not dying. They're dying of unnatural causes. They're dying of diseases. So you best believe on their deathbed, every homo is taking maybe 5 to 16 pills before he hits the bucket, man.
Yeah.
So who's making money? Who is he buying? He ain't buying it from, he ain't making plants, and, you know? No, he's going to CVS with his prescription.
Yeah.
He's getting a prescription from Dr. Hamburg
Yeah.
or some fake Jew name, Dr. Levi. You know? Well, I don't want to use that name. Levy, yeah.
Cohen, Dr. Cohen.
Yeah, Dr. Cohen.
That's another one.
Sucker shit.
Yeah, Dr. Schickelstein.
Yeah,
Schickelstein.
yeah.
He's giving you prescriptions to, you know.
Feinsberg.
Yeah,
Dr.
Feinsberg. And here it is. You got your medical record bills. Everybody's making money off you, man.
Just like in Jersey, you're having, right?
But
There was a case in Jersey where like 3,000 people got mistakenly.
Mistakenly.
What, AIDS, you said?
AIDS and hepatitis B.
Damn. Yeah, oh, yeah, I saw that.
So that was money.
I
It
saw
was
that.
like,
I saw
hi,
that, yeah.
It was like, cha-ching.
Yeah,
We got new patients now.
Yeah.
You know?
If I can say something too, also when you do on the history on hepatitis B, that's actually a vaccine shot that they implement into, they put inside you.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, well, see?
And they got it supposedly by improper disposal of needles.
See?
So that's what happened. They just gave it to him,
Which
man.
you shouldn't be using needles in the first place.
Con.
You know?
Hey, the scripture
We got
say not
herbs,
to go
yeah.
into
You
his
should be
skin.
breaking the skin in the first place.
Yeah.
They connect, man. Anyway.
So,
Hey,
so,
if-
hey,
if-
that was perfect. That was perfect news for them because now
Yeah.
they got 3,000 new patients now
Yeah.
for AIDS, and they can kill or whatever they got.
Okay, or
If I-
even so you get even certain cancerous diseases from homosexuality, like colon cancer. And I remember the research we did years ago that every cancer patient, the government or the pharmaceutical companies are making $100,000 off of each cancer patient.
Man.
So you know what I mean? That's an
money,
average.
Each.
So just remember, basically, cancer is big business.
Money.
So keep that in mind. Every cancer patient is $100,000 to the big pharma companies, man. So you mean to tell me they really care of making everybody disease free?
No.
That means
No.
a lot of people on top are going to lose major money.
Yeah.
It's the major pharmaceutical companies that put your elected officials where they are in the presidency seat, in the Senate seat. The lobbyists that fund these people in the political game, and the lobbyists are all Edomites, man. Who are on Party Secret Societies and Skull and Bones.
Peace
So
out.
again, what
sorry,
we're going
sorry,
into,
yeah.
cancer,
Sorry,
diseases are big business. Homosexuality is big business. You know,
The diaper company.
Oh man,
diaper, they all making diaper. They making
grown
money.
man diapers.
Money
Yeah.
over there.
Just got paid.
Oh, yeah.
It's not.
Book of Isaiah chapter
Yeah,
3,
but in instance like yeah, I love peace.
Isaiah 3 and 9. It says the shoe.
Yeah, that was it.
It says the shoe of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not.
Well, I'm laughing because it's funny, but not funny. But when I'm thinking about a countenance, what's the faggot countenance look like, man?
Yeah.
That shows you right there.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, you already know. Look,
Faggot.
that is the way he's walking and sashaying. That's your witness against him, man.
Hey,
You know.
Yeah, and that goes to show you you can spot a faggot just by how you look.
Man.
No man by his gate.
Yeah.
Spot a faggot just how you look. how
They,
you walk.
they got that loose spinal cord.
And then it says, and they hide it not.
Yeah.
And they're outward with it, man.
they got a fucking parade, bro.
Yeah.
They hide it. You know, like back in the days, you know, like when I first came to this country, it's like '97. You know, what I remember, man, you wasn't hearing about no fucking homes. If there was one dude in school, when I started going to school like 98, 99, if there was one
Wow.
dude in the school and there was something feminine about him, everybody got on him, man.
Tease him.
They'll
Yeah.
tease him
Yeah.
to the fact that the nigga probably would kill himself. You know, but nowadays, if you say anything about them, brother, it's a wrap, bro.
Yeah.
But
But he had a lot of friends with that.
You know?
faggot too, man.
Straight
Yeah,
brother.
but
It says
he was one faggot, yeah.
it says woe unto
Now,
their
this is
soul.
broke now.
Wow. Woe unto their soul, man. Meaning destruction unto your soul, man. You know?
That was the name James White.
This will be a great scripture to put on a loudspeaker while they doing that goddamn homosexual parade, man. This would be a great scripture to put, man. Woe unto their soul, man, the Lord said.
They all play that all game.
It says, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
But they have rewarded evil unto themselves, and that evil is what? The disease, the shortness of life, of lifespan.
Can't get around that argument, man.
You know, anybody, it's anybody knows, man. It's common sense, man. Homosexuality is not healthy.
Yeah.
It's not healthy at all. That's why nothing good comes from it, man. You know? And then, hey, brother made a point last week too, man, with the LGBTQ. You know, he basically said, listen, why not fight for gender mutual prisons, man? You know, all you rough and tough dykes, man. Let's see you up in jail.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
In jail up north with them big ass dudes, man. You know?
And yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a beautiful argument. Because if everybody's equal, they should be women in the prisons too.
Yeah.
Boxing.
Yeah, once you do boxing in UFC.
We show you how fucking retarded this fucking world is, man.
They have that dude, that transgender that joined,
that knocked the jail.
that joined the female division.
Wait, who?
Who's his name? But even Ronda Rousey talks about him a lot. Or a lot.
It's a bitch who turned.
It's a man that turned to a woman and joined the female division.
Oh yeah.
And beating these bitches' ass, man.
A transgender dude to a women's facilities. He's been assaulting the bitches the whole time, man. He be beating them up, man.
Yeah, because you don't use that man strength, man.
Extra testosterone.
That testosterone don't beat you. And you don't use your woman strength. When you so-called get some peach fuzz in your hair by paying $500 for some pills that take 5 years to work for you to get 4 pieces of hair on your lip, man.
Fucking
yeah.
back curls.
It took, you know.
I want to see that nigga Young Ma go to fuck up north with them big group looking niggas in jail, man. I hate that dude. I mean, chick.
Well, whatever that thing is.
Ronda, when she's back, when she doing her thing, UFC, she said she ain't fighting that dude, man, because that dude is a man, and she says she ain't fair. But she's right, man. It's not fair, but that's just to show you how a man is separate from a woman. That goes to show you, because if a man and a woman was equal, then that dude, it'd be like an equal fight, you know?
He wouldn't have to fucking dress up.
Yeah, he's over there beating the shot and breaks off these women, yo. And these women are proud of these women. Y'all can fight them. You know, woman power, hit me roll, they go up in the ring and they ass kicked, man. Reality doc kicks in, you know? Not as tough as a man. Reality kicks in, man.
And that's gonna happen in these coming days. Reality is gonna kick in when all hell breaks loose. You know, you ain't gonna hear none of that I'm equal speech when a bunch of wild dudes running the streets with none of these lights working.
That's right.
You know, no electricity working.
Yeah.
You think you can see women out here saying I'm equal, and none of that.
Hell
You
no.
know.
I'm a woman, though. This nigga Tupac said it right, man. He said there's gonna be some stuff you're gonna see. It's gonna make it hard to smile in the future, man.
Yeah.
You know? I always remember when that nigga said that shit, man. He's right, man. The shit you gonna see now, man, and like all the predictions for this year, man. You got Edomites warning people, begging them, listen, stack up on food, stack up on ammunition, stack up on everything, man. Hell is coming to this society, man. And you faggots in them days, man, the Most High is gonna reign. Man, I actually prayed countless times for the Most High to give you a disease that only you can get. That it can't be spread to no heterosexual, just homosexual.
Well,
you know,
the Lord got something perfectly planned, man.
That's right. You know. That's right, brother.
Oh, I got something real quick. That you said no man by his countenance. It's Sirach chapter 16, verse. I'm sorry, here it is. I lost the place. Sirach chapter 19, verse 29. It says, "A man may be known by his look." And you can stop. You going right there.
A man may be known by his
like
look,
Russell
man.
Westbrook, fucking ass.
Man. Goddamn homo, man.
Because I did a show on basically the subject was a man the Lord has this one thing, a spirit of discernment.
That's right,
You know,
brother.
if you look at and when like I said, man, like apostles always tell us, through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yeshua, every time you do these shows, I'm learning something. I mean, you already know what you're going into because it's your specialty. Because every show you do is your little particular specialty. But then you do research on it, you even learn more, which is the beautiful thing about shows, to motivate you to do more. But anyway, when I learned about, well, I already knew discernment, because I already knew, okay, I'm going to bring body language in this lesson. You know, but then when I went into discernment, I failed to realize that, wow, King Solomon's first prayer was he asked for discernment.
Wow.
He asked wisdom. He said, give me wisdom and understanding to discern the holy people of the nation of Israel. I was like, wow. So he asked for the spirit of discernment, man. And guess what? King Solomon's prayer was the best prayer of all. That's what the Most High said. Out of all people of all time, he had the best prayer of all the world. And it says that.
He even asked for eternal life.
Riches, women.
Man.
Say, yo, listen,
He said, give me the spirit of discernment to judge thy holy people.
how much that please
Correctly.
So like so what Yahweh Shai was showing you, that's Yahweh Shai, because he said, seek ye the kingdom of heaven first, and then all these things should be added on to you.
It shows you that it was Yahweh Shai because he was concerned about, okay, Most High, how do I give me the spirit just to judge these people the best way I can, the true people of you.
Yeah.
You know, who else had that prayer?
in the gospel, you can tell Yahweh Shai always looked up to the Most High, which everybody should, you know, because he always big him up, man. He never, Yahweh Shai didn't take credit for nothing, man. The man called him good master. He said, why callest thou me good? There's only one good, and that's the Most High, man. You know, so Yahweh Shai, he said that prayer when he was Solomon because he wanted to be that like his father, man. And the Most High, all supreme knowledge, man. Being a judge it's a strict thing, man. You gotta be on point, man. You can't use no goddamn emotions. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be straight logic and facts and all righteousness, man.
Which is comes from discernment.
Right.
Guess what? Lord willing, we're all up here because we have that discerned spirit. Right. The Lord gave us that discernment. Even the Lord gave us, I see in the video, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yeshua gave us the spirit to discern our apostles.
Yeah.
Okay. Meaning discernment. Matter of fact, somebody want to look it up real quick? Because and then we'll go back into it because it involves this. Because you brought up what Russell Westbrook, okay, or knowing a man by his look, that involved discernment, and discernment is judgment, keen judgment, the dividing the wrong from the right, you know. And that's what a judge needs. All right, and that's what these people suffer from. They can't see their what a true man of the Lord is. They can't see that judgment. They can't see the judgment or the true. They can't discern the signs of the times.
So how can a woman be a judge then?
Well, see, that's another thing. I did a show on that too. Anyway, other subject. Oh, you got okay.
Yeah, real quick. It said I got the etymology, but then I scrolled down a little bit. It said, what is the biblical meaning of discernment? It says discernment is the ability to obtain sharp perceptions.
That's like you said.
Yep.
Sharp. Not perception, but a sharp. You want to be accurate, especially then with about Yahweh Shem Yeshua.
Yeah, it says sharp perceptions or to judge well.
See?
It says, or the activity of so doing. Within judgment, discernment involves going past the mere perception of something and making what's this word right? Nuanced judgments about its properties or qualities. So meaning you really gotta look into the thing, man.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
gotta study to discern, man.
Yeah.
You know, and go back to think Russell Wilson.
Yeah, no, that's
Russell Westbrook, excuse me. Not you, Russell Wilson. Keep balling. I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying? Russell Westbrook. When you look how he walks up through that hall into the
stuff he wears.
The shit he wears, man. I'm waiting for him to become the next Dwight Howard, man. You know, being exposed, being with the goddamn truth.
Hey, Shalom, Shwakta.
Hey, Shalom, Mike. Hey, listen, how all the brothers closed up and lined up.
Okay. All right.
Shalom.
All right, that's it. I guess
we close up?
he said close up.
Dang.
Hey, man. Hey.
Well, you know, I guess.
Brothers is getting down. Brothers is getting down. Brothers is getting
And
down.
maybe Lord won't continue this week,
God,
next week, because this
God,
is
Hey, I'm
you know,
fired up.
Heavy
yeah,
topic.
this is a deep, this is a deep subject.
Yeah,
man.
We'll
Con,
continue
God.
the subject, man.
Yeah, come, man.
Hey, but with that, man, we're going to say death to America.
Death to America.
All
Death to
praise
America.
All praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Salutations to the elect, man. Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
Good job, brother.
Close this down.
Brothers can't.
Brothers is getting down. Yeah.